Hi, I'm Tiekka. Welcome to Everyday Ballet, where we bring gorgeous classical ballet principles, training, and style to everyday life. You don't need a dancer's body and you don't need to know anything about ballet. I'm here to show you everything about this amazing technique and how to use ballet for your life. In this video, we're going to be continuing with our training for our front to back splits. So I hope those of you who've been doing it, have been practicing and developing that flexibility. We're going to continue with that training, moving into a deeper place. So you will need a chair once again. Make sure you can easily put your hand on it and feel stability. Also, make sure the seat is not too high. If it's low, it's okay, but we just don't want anything that's going to be too challenging to begin with. You can always lift up the seat or put it on a different height later on. And so with that, I'm so delighted you're here. Let's ballet. We are going to now continue with deepening the flexibility of the hamstring by using the chair. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have our chair facing the front wall of whatever your situation is, and then you are going to face the front corner of your chair. And you're going to take a gentle first position and just make sure that you're close enough that you can easily have your hand on the chair. Now from here, we're just going to put our foot up in the chair. You want to make sure that your hips are level. We don't want the hip popping out like this. It's very important to make sure that our hips are facing forward and that they are level. Now, take your hand and put it right here in that little shelf where your leg is. And from here, see if you can stretch the heel away without changing anything in the hip. Let's do that once again. So bending and straightening. We just want to make sure that we're not letting that hip come out like this. It's really important to keep it level. Okay, so one more time, bending, and I'm going to back up just a little bit, and straightening. Now that we know that we have our hips level, we are going to start to bend forward. Now, just like with our last video, we don't want to be hunching the back as we go forward. We want to lift up through the core and try to keep a straight spine as we go forward. And so we're going to focus on this hand because it's going to help us to prevent this hip from going back. Okay, so keeping the hand here at the waist, I want you to see first if you can lift up through your core and posture. You might already be feeling something at the back of that leg. And breathing in, lifting up, hugging at the core, and if it's available, crawl your fingertips out so that it's over at the opposite side of the chair and just pull it just a little bit there. This will help to keep the hips square. So your hand is out there and we're going to breathe here, keeping a nice long spine, breathing in and exhale. Keep that length. You're going to feel a deep stretch back here. And again, breathing in. Exhale, hug in at the core, soften the face and throat. And again, breathing in. And exhale, and just let those fingers just sit there in that little crook of the leg. And again, breathing in. And exhale. Keep lengthening through the spine. Breathe in, shine the heart out in front of you towards the front corner there. And exhale. And breathe in, hug in at the core, soften the face and throat, exhale, and breathe in, and exhale. And you can use that hand out there to give yourself a little pull, kind of pulling you a little bit forward. And last time, breathe in, and exhale. And now from here, you can take your other hand and place it on the back of the chair and just help yourself up so we don't strain this part that we've been stretching so deeply. So that is stretch number one, using the back of the chair. Now stretch number two, instead of having this hand here on the hip, we are going to try and bring this hand over. It's going to provide a little bit more weight out there that is going to help you get deeper into the back of the leg. So just resetting our posture posture here, taking the hand at the crook of the leg and the hip, and we're going to crawl the hands out as we exhale. So here we go. We breathe in. And now as we exhale, we crawl this hand across the back of the chair. It's going to tip us forward a little bit. And now breathe in. And as you exhale, circle this arm around, reaching out to the top corner. Try not to strain the shoulders. And right here, breathing in and exhale, reaching through those top fingers. And again, breathing in, and you can use that hand on the back of the chair. Exhale. Try to hug in at the core. If this is straining your neck or your shoulder, feel free to take your hand right back where it was. If not, just stay and breathe with me. 3 more breaths. Breathing in. Exhale. Try to send that heart forward. Reach out through that top hand. And breathing in. And exhale. And last time, breathing in. And use that core, keep that heart reaching forward, exhale. And now just take that hand down, and once again, using your hands to press the body back up. Now you should have gotten a pretty deep stretch right there, so just take a moment. That standing leg might be a little bit tired, and this one may feel a little bit like, oh, we just stretched a whole bunch. So now we're gonna take our chair to go to the other side. So just take your chair and put it at the other side, and let's do our little setup here. So we're facing the front corner of our chair. Our feet are in first position. We have our hand on the back of the chair. And now just put your foot up in the seat of the chair. Put your hand at the crook of the leg and the hip right here. Now right here, see if you can feel level across the hips and tall in the spine. And just before we do any bending, let's just straighten the leg and bend it in, and just notice if those hips are shifting or wiggling, and try not to let them shift or wiggle. Okay, so now we've established our pelvis, and now we are going to do a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, leaving this hand here, we're going to crawl the other hand along the back of the chair and find the other edge, and you're going to just try and use that as leverage to pull the heart forward. And right here we stay and we breathe, breathing in. No hunching in the back. Exhale, hug in at the core, lengthen out through the spine. And again, breathing in. And try to relax the face, the jaw, the brow. Exhale. And again, breathing in. You may be noticing a lot of feeling here. And exhale. And if you can't go this far, that is fine. You can go as far as you can go, but you really want to press into that hand so that that hip doesn't twist back. And once again, breathing in and exhale, sending the heart out, and breathing in and exhale, breathing in. And just feeling the lengthening of the back of the leg as you exhale. And breathing in. And exhale. And now from here, take the other hand and use that hand and the other to push yourself back up to straight. Okay, so now we are going to, if it's available for you, and you don't have to do this right away, we're going to be adding that top arm, which will give us a little bit more leverage out there. So once again, making sure we're nice and set up here, standing, hand on the back of the chair, hips level, send the leg out. Now from right here, we breathe in, lifting up, and as we exhale, we hug it at the core, we crawl the hand along the top edge of the chair any amount. And now breathe in, and as you exhale, take that arm out and over. And right here, breathing in, try to soften the face, and if this bothers your neck, just take that hand right back down to the hip. And breathing in, and exhale, and you can use that hand over on the back of the chair and make sure this hip stays forward. Don't let it turn towards the back. And again, breathing in and exhale. Try to reach out through that top arm. Breathing in and exhale. And last time, breathing in and exhale. And now very gently place that hand, hug it at the core, and use your arms to stack the spine once again. So you may be feeling it in both legs. The deeper stretch was in the one that had your foot on the seat of the chair, but you may also be feeling it in the back of the standing leg. All right, so that is our hamstring stretch this time. And now we're going to take that chair back to the other side. For this next stretch, it may be helpful for you to have a towel that you can fold to act as a little knee pad, because we're going to have our knee on the floor just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. We have taken our chair now to the other side, and we are going to once again face that front corner of our chair. Have a very, very mild turnout. So now you can take your chair and you can let it help you down to the floor. From here, take a moment to pad your knee if you need to, just right under there like that. Now notice that I have my back toes tucked. The front toes can be slightly turned out or they can be parallel. Either way, what we're really focusing on is the way that our core is working and the way that we're getting a stretch here at the front of the hip. So this chair is really for stability. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, we're still zipping the jeans and we're going to lunge forward. And you can put some weight on that chair for stability. You want to use it to press your chest up. And breathing in here and exhaling. And just feeling a nice stretch right along here at the front of the hip. And once again, breathing, and however low you can go is just fine, but you don't have to go low. The important thing is to feel this. What we don't want is the butt poking back like that. So again, pressing the hip forward and feeling a long stretch, but supporting the core. Breathing in and exhaling. And again, breathing in. And if this is too intense on the front of the leg or on the knee, you can untuck the toes and that will relieve some of that. And breathing in and exhale. Feeling that stretch at the front of the hip, breathing in. Lifting the heart, exhale, soften the face, the throat, firm the core. And again, breathing in and exhale. And breathing in and exhale. And now using your chair, you might need to put a lot of pressure in it so that you can come back up and you just bring the hip over there. And from here, however it works for you, standing up, make sure that you don't slip on your dish towel, and now taking your chair to the other side. So taking it to the other side, you're going to face the front edge of your chair in a very small little first position, not a lot of turnout. And now you can use the chair to help you lunge down to the floor. Take a moment to set up the knee right there, the pad if you need it. You're welcome to leave the toes tucked or to untuck them if you have a sensitive knee. Now, leaning forward, you're going to use your hands on the chair to press in. So you're breathing in. And as you exhale, try to lift the heart. That's it. And feel a nice long stretch here at the front of the hip. And once again, breathing in and exhale. And you can slide that knee back if you want. You can untuck the toes if you want. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and using those hands to keep that chest lifting. Exhale. And breathing in and exhale. And you can experiment with tucking those toes or not and see how that affects this stretch at the front of the hip. Breathing in and exhale. And last one, breathing in. Hugging it at the core, pressing out through the crown of the head, feeling that stretch on the exhale. And now just take a moment, any which way which is comfortable for you, and your chair is there. So there are some deeper stretches for you to practice opening up the front of the hip and the hamstrings. Now just make sure to do these 5 to 7 times per week for 5 to 8 breaths for each stretch. And remember that you don't want to go to the place where you're just clenching. You want to go to that place where you're not sure if you'd be able to hold it, and you want to back it off about 10%. And it's in that place that you want these deep, full breaths. Every inhale, expanding and opening. Every exhale, softening up here, hugging in at the core, and thinking of your posture. You know, posture is a very critical part of being able to make the body flexible in the ways that we need it for ballet. Practice those, and then for the next installment we will have some even deeper stretches that will get us closer to our front to back splits. As always, thank you for sharing ballet with me, and until next time, happy dancing.